like it kind of stopped raining. It's good that I found my sister Cheryl. We were at the Portsmouth Walmart after we got done with the Chesapeake Walmart for the warm food and BJ's warehouse food, and then come back, put that all up, and then a chicken was being friendly over there, and Tommy fed it some potato chips, and it ate it. And anyway, when we went to the Portsmouth Walmart and we're about to check out, and we ran into my sister Cheryl, and she said, "Look, you need a haircut, Bill." "Yeah, I know." And she says she's off Mondays and Tuesdays. We saw her at 12:03 p.m. today, Monday, August 11, 2025. And we just had to find a time. And I said, yeah, the Lowrys, Mr. and Mrs. Lowry said, "We like your new hairstyle, Bill." "Yeah, I know. My sister Cheryl's got to cut my hair." "Oh, she cuts hair? Tell her to give a call and say hi. Don't be a stranger." "Okay." So I let Cheryl know. She's shaking her head like, yes, okay, alright, gotcha. That's good that I was able to hand out my website that has church stuff and magic tricks and Rubik's Cube tricks and all that stuff, and then Rubik's Cube more tricks on the back of the paper. And I gave the Straight family one, the oldest son one too, because he's got a Rubik's Cube. I said, "You know all those Rubik's Cube magic tricks I do? That's has Stephen Brunding and Sam Hung. It's all on there." Anyway, and I gave some to I gave the music people first theirs, and I said, "I've been doing losing magic tricks since I was 5 years old." They go, "Wow." I said, "Yeah, I'm a walking magic book full of knowledge." "Oh, thanks." And their daughter said, "Yeah, thanks," because I was saying y'all did good. And I said to their daughter, "You and your brother did real good. Thank you." You they're connected to Zach Brundage. Their mother taught Zach Brundage the music. It's like he's the apprentice and she's a pro illusionist magician, and he's the apprentice magician that's now becoming pro, and she's looking at what she taught him, and he can branch on his own. And I was watching her look at Zach, and she was shaking her head like, "Yep, that's right, that's the right tone of music. Yep, that's right, you got it, yeah." And then Zach Brundage gave an extra shout out to his mentor, that lady, music lady. I like how Copperfield, when someone says about his show and all that, Copperfield mentions his crew and lighting crew and science crew and all that. He always gives credits to everybody. He doesn't take all the credit. I like that. That's cool in my book. Pastor Asher, same way. Pastor Coles, Pastor Woodmark, Palmer, Dallas, Andy. Well, you get the idea. Everybody gives credit to other people. And me and Bob and Pastor Asher, I guess, were talking last night when everybody's done left, and Bob and me are locking up the shuttle van, and I'm talking about the Learjet vanish idea, or making it reappear into the rectangular cage, and then we're talking about finishing up Pastor's message about Paul, and Pastor said, when we go to heaven, we'll get to ask the question, "Paul, how long did it take you to walk all that far?" And I said, "That's a good question. I don't know." But I know he had to be real tired. And then Pat Strasser, I mentioned about that at my mom's house we got 2 turtles, either 2 or 3 dogs, a snake called Medusa, goldfish, I don't know what else, I can't remember, oh, iguanas, and I said that Pastor Asher wouldn't mind because he grew up with all those kind of animals. And Bob said, yeah, over at Darlene's house, there's a whole, it's like a zoo there. And Pastor Asher said, oh, he wouldn't mind. He can come in. He'd feel like part of family. And thinking about it, Pastor Asher grew up on a farm, pigs, cows, and everything. So he'd fit right in with all the animals because he's used to seeing a whole bunch of animals. So he could come right in and talk to my mom easy. It's no problem. Even Pastor Asher said, oh, that wouldn't bother me.